Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were as sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff, but by the time he landed back at the base, it was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down.
Suspend mission.
The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
The operation to capture Erusia's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Erusia hacked. If we take down the information communication system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge Erusia into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. Erusia will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Our troops have engaged the Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. You're really putting the pressure on me. So I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece.
Our ground forces are now moving to capture Farbanti Reconstruction Park. They're already engaged with the enemy. It seems the enemy was fast to detect them. They could use some air support. Strider 1, return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital.
Rifle.
Count is back in the saddle of Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Cute. No, it's real funny.
How the enemy's already down. That LRS is really something. Roger. The park will be destroyed. The European big shots clear the way.
I know the feeling.
HQ! We're falling back! We don't stand a chance against their air support!
Tank is destroyed.
Hold your ground. Fox 2.
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading for 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other one.
Roger.
Careful! The roads and sunken ships make these waters shallow.
Missile.
Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
Fox 2. Enemy missile inbound. It's evading. Skull 4. The target not hit.
Maintain course if you want to go back to resupply.
On my target's tail.
Strider 1, this is... Strider 1, this is Control.
Target acquired.
They dodged it!
Fox 2. Fox 2.
Missile away.
Hand it on your six.
Strider 1, hostile has a lock.
Spike. Breaking away. Skull 6. Fox 2.
I'm on his back.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Missiles took out a lot of armaments. Drop these guys before somebody lights a fire under our asses.
Okay, Trigger. Silver Bridge is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
Let's go. Shin.
Wilco. That's something.
Target shot down. Strider 1, target acquired.
Missile.
Bandit behind you.
Stall warning. Caution.
Attack missed.
In position behind Bandit. Enemy missile coming at me. Breaking. I'm taking fire, but I can still fight. Breaking off.
Missile away.
I'm on his back.
The enemy is worn out. Not chance. Enemy has a lock. Stay sharp. Fire. Evading.
Missile.
Friendly lost.
Missile.
Locked on bandit.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Missile did not connect.
On my target's back. Time to punch through.
You're almost out of special weaponry.
Call reinforcements! Damn it! Should have known it sooner! Fatigue is starting to set in. Maintain your composure. We're almost through this. Hang in there. Strike will be here soon.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Stall warning.
Missile hit.
Use your familiarity to beat back the enemy assault.
Strider 2. Fox 2.
Missile. Enemy missile.
It's no use! We have to retreat!
Stall warning.
Show the enemy doors. Firing.
Enemy reinforcements on radar. Take him out.
Hostile forces moving near enemy HQ. We don't have enough units to hold them.
Split up. The longer this drags on, the greater our losses.
Roger that.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Where did these guys come from? My job just got that much harder.
The balance is in our favor. Do not let them through.
That area is all yours, Strider. We'll back up Helm Squadron in the submerged area.
The enemy's about to overrun our position. Tighten up the defenses immediately.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
Firing on the move! Strike. Breaking the pace.
Missile.
Missile hit.
Start the battle. Our forces are neutralized.
Behind the enemy.
Target acquired.
Friendly shot down.
Hostile confirmed destroyed.
Stall warning.
Vehicle eliminated.
Missile.
Our tanks and combat vehicles are knocked out. They
Missile.
mostly fall into the enemy's air support. Enemy vessel, fire!
Missile.
Now, support teams, open fire!
Missile. Missile.
I want to see that on the street.
Missile.
I'm trying to break!
Maintain course if you want to go back to resupply.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Strider 1, this is Control Tower.
This is the Stork. There are small boats hiding in the ruins. Take them out before they can approach the fleet. Don't let down your guard. The enemy will fight to the very end. Broadcaster, this is Base 1. We'll handle the rest.
Destroyed. All aircraft, move on to assist other units.
Thanks, LRSSG. We'll take it from here. Time to attack!
Conditions keep changing. This battle is
Missile.
On my target's tail. Keep pushing forward. That break will be ours.
5 minutes remaining.
Missile.
The enemy is showing signs of fatigue. Deal the final blow.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, Fox 3.
Eyeball to Tucker 2-4. Requesting fire berate. Coordinates 2294-5002. Targeting enemy MPC formation. Fire for effect with your strongest round.
Missile away.
We must take advantage of this opening. Eyeball to Tucker 2-4. Bracketing is complete. Fire for effect. Roger. Team firing data. Azimuth 2870. Elevation 237. Prepare to volley. Fire.
Irving Strider 1 destroyed target.
Say goodbye. We're out of standstill. We're pinned down. And impact. Tucker 2-4. Don't lead you on our eardrums next time. Thanks for the fire support.
Your air support considerably weakened organized resistance from the Erusian army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through.
Understood.
Understood.
All right.
Understood. Understood. Understood.
Target is in range of guns.
Hit on bandit confirmed.
You know how many you've taken out? And you're back. Where's free strike? Did you really think that missile was gonna hit anything?
3 minutes remaining. We've spotted enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy.
Trigger. It's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep focus. Take one down, then move on to the next.
Missile.
Look out. Missile closing.
Missile.
This is the amphibious command ship Ptarmigan. The enemy ships in this area are part of the sunken ruins now. The landing party is on its way to HQ. There's no way we're pulling back now. If they take our headquarters, we're finished.
Locked on. Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, you're taking fire.
What do you mean, retreat? The enemy has sealed off the harbor, preventing us from landing. Charge! Tear down that barricade!
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Caution. Pull up.
Missile! I have to evade! Fight! Breaking away! Fall back 900 yards. Free strikes here.
You did really well out there. This is sure to bring an end to the war. You'll be heroes.
Don't know what medals they've got for you, but if you want one, come back in one piece.
Strider 1, missile away.
This is Grant 7. I'm hit but still flying.
1 minute remaining.
Destroy the enemy's left wing, and then we can regroup. Drive the enemy back. Take out these pets. Enemy's got a log. Breaking.
30 seconds remaining.
Pull up.
satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? Because I'm buying.
Roger that.
Man, don't jinx us.
You're right. New bogies. No, 5 Su-30s inbound.
It's Mr. Rex.
What's going on here? I don't believe it. We've just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are at a different level. But don't underestimate the rest of them either. Mission proof can be fun. Maybe. It's just like you say. The enemy has experienced fighters in their midst.
Missile.
The escorts are seasoned. Lay yourselves go straight.
Missile inbound. Drinking.
Missile.
Missile launched. Target acquired.
Ship is sunk. The points are coming back around.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
What's this guy eating to fly like that?
Looks like they're on our tail.
Enemy attacking from behind.
5 is hit. Sorry, I gotta bail out.
Mr. X is eating through the Osean forces.
No. Who are these guys?
They got their flight envelopes nailed down. Marco, lights out! I see they've still got a working pilot.
Ship was sunk soon after. That's the last we heard of them.
Not long ago, we're surrounded. I'm hit!
Target is down.
Stay focused. We've still got a monster to slay.
Behind you.
Don't get too far ahead.
Fox 3.
Call in our air support ASAP. Yes, I'm talking about them.
Cyclops, Strider, stop Mr. X.
Cyclops 3. Should be hit. I gotta eject.
Take them out one by one. Cyclops 3 has bailed out safely. Don't worry, he's gonna make it. Shaking bandit. Listen, Trigger, real talk. If we keep this up, someone's not going home. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X. What? Pay attention, break. All right, he grabbed the bait. Time to take him for a ride. Man, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Waiting for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger, but my boys won't let you have it.
Target acquired. Strider 1, Fox 2.
Enough with your air show, Wiseman. You're pushing it.
Target still active.
Oh, Cal, that's sweet. I never knew you cared. You're all grown up. I'll even let the wisecrack slide.
Hey, I'm being serious here.
Missile inbound, evasive maneuvers, break!
Hold up. My radar has shown that an enemy aircraft has been stuck on Cyclops 1 for a while now.
Makes my blood run cold to even think if he came up on my 6. Shit! Enemy's locked on. Break away. He's refusing to fire. He wants a sure shot. Not too bad. Enemy on your tail. He's acting as a decoy. He has absolute trust in his allies, I see.
But the show's over with this next shot.
Ammunition 0.
Wasn't a bad pilot.
Wiseman, missile closing! I'll keep him on me. Just a bit longer.
Shit. Cyclops 1 is down.
Cyclops Wiseman down. Eject already, Wiseman!
I'm sorry, Count. This plane exploded.
Wiseman, stay strong. We're not done here.
Cyclops 2, you've got the lead.
Wiseman! Shit!
Negative, Cyclops 2, you're the lead.
I can't do it. Trigger should take command.
The duty is yours.
That's impossible.
Do it.
Damn it. Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
We'll go count.
Can Trigger handle this solo?
Target is in machine gun range. Scratch the last escort.
We need to be extra careful if we want to split up the 2 leaders. Eject while you can still talk.
Damn it. Zane, I can't keep up.
Missile launched. Missile hit.
Damn.
Now go finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can. My radar suddenly turned off.
What is it? Respond!
My data won't update.
My HUD is
Damn it.
working out.
What was that?
I've lost radar contact. What's up?
Look at the sky. Towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? No. Maybe an explosion?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Farbanti's now under Ocean control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory. Other Allied aircraft have probably been forced to make emergency landings at other airfields. We don't know much. The mission to capture the capital is nearly complete, but we unfortunately have no intel. The enemy communication satellites are down, and we have confirmed the deaths of several Erusian leaders. But our enemy was smart. They had a similar plan. Our own communication systems were destroyed at approximately the same time. We have no idea when or if they'll come back online. Stand by for further details.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osia's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osia and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osian convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Usia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osean army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Ocean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Ocean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Ocean Long Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oceans won't shoot us in this confusion.
Will enemies process the unknowns cockpit cams to identify friend or foe? The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
War is something I'll never get used to, but tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
ID'd as Ocean forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
So you were the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Roger that. We'll look for our way home.
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood.
Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route. Missile away. It's Erusian.
They aren't responding aggressively.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were a success, Longcaster. They've opened up a path for us. The more the merrier.
They actually believe that using robots will put an end to bloodshed.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
This is a message to all of you fighting out there. Ask yourselves, what is best for our country? We can't see the tops of the roofs from down here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes. We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
Why don't people realize this? My engine's been hit. Where did it come from? I'm surrounded by nothing but friendly. No, the attack was an unintentional mistake.
ID'd as Erusian military.
Nice work, Leo 2. That's a confirmed kill. You are a true patriot. Wait. The General managed to convince them. Listen, those that protect General Lafarge are the real patriots. Onward!
Now your smokes, 3 strikes will watch you.
Target eliminated.
There's a vehicle up ahead. Think it's gonna ask us to pay a toll? Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
Strider 1,
We'll go. Let's go.
We've archived back the footage that we've shot before the communication networks come back online.
There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals. I never thought that there's no such thing as a close war.
Signs of the clean warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone.
Strider 1, missile away.
Nice work. That takes care of that one. We're heading for the highway.
Finally, thanks to you, got out of paying that toll.
Which faction is the head of our organization? Take us over front.
This is AWACS Argus. Those who can hear us are our allies. Your new orders are to dispose of Eduard Labarth. The Ocean Army officer with him is an imposter.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 199 Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, don't they know nowhere is safe?
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You had one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide. The bridge is being blocked off by a tank. This is why. An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
That vehicle is one of ours! Cease fire! The info just came through! You heard the comm. There are no friendlies out there.
General, we still have drones at our disposal. It's too early for peace talks. Please, watch over the future we build from the high heavens.
Almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood. System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Ocean forces. Hostile tanks are keeping the armored formation in Anchor Bay from protecting the VIP. Can you clear them out for us?
No problem. Conservatives in the Air Force that need control.
We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more to Belgian technology than just theories. IFF designations for one was an astonishing feat. It's to make drones that resemble Ocean fighters. And then to assassinate horribly and put the blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Belgian technology only brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Arusi is responsible for Harling's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger?
Listen up. From here on out, them before they get us!
Fox 2!
Unidentified aircraft to the drone.
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the general's day.
ID'd as Ocean forces.
How'd you last long, Caster? We've been breaching and we're here to help. Attempting to break into the lock.
It's Erusian military.
Fire for the next half hour. Then we'll take back the city from the scoundrels who call us rebels. UAVs are acting strange. Their autonomous mode must be bugged. It's not patrol service. It's the Charlie Foxtrot.
The general's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for better timing. We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Officers from countries annexed by Erusia have taken multiple groups and declared independence.
Gladly wait. Don't worry, we won't let anybody through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous. Where are the others? Understood.
The radicals truly believe boosting drone productions will make up for our losses. They should be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly. We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
Who do we turn to in this darkest hour? We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Erusian News Network.
Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. They should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft my grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait! Unknown's attacking the girl's plane!
Hold on tight.
Longcaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
It could be Ocean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp. Right, I'm shooting it down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
How dare you interfere? I'm here to deal with that traitor.
Don't miss. Aim carefully.
Behind the enemy.
Enemy missile coming at me. Breaking.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Careful. Those guys are good. Wait. You don't think this is big shots, do you? I managed to catch a glimpse of the 3 strikes.
Mine. No good. Shit.
Attack missed.
You're in my way.
Stall warning.
Bandit destroyed. Well done.
They took a bite out of me. Breaking.
Strider 3 launching missile.
Target acquired.
Break.
I'm on my target's tail.
Fox 2. Missile hit.
Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Longcaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, OC craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Wilco.
Understood.
Wilco.
Hey, it's not our fault they won't listen to reason. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the geese of all dumbasses.
To build something else entirely.
Acquired.
Can't afford the MQ-99 launch. Our commands are overridden. They must be accessing it remotely. It's behind this.
Stall warning.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
This way. No, the escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies. Clever.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Target acquired.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile. Missile.
I'm behind my target.
Missile.
Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
Missile. 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 Missile.
In gun range.
Missile.
Trigger, flash the bandit.
Missile. Missile.
Behind the enemy.
Missile.
bandits remaining.
Damn it. They don't have the drive they need.
Four bandits left.
It's not enough to be fully functional. There has to be a time when it should not function. But when?
Target acquired.
They don't have to move data, aren't they?
Star warning.
Behind the enemy.
3 bandits to go.
Missile. 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 Missile.
2 bandits left. Show them what you got. Strider 1, missile launched.
Star warning. Star warning.
1 bandit to go.
Behind the enemy.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Strider 2, Fox 2.
I'm on my target's tail.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. General's helicopter is flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft.
Losing his army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Are you sent by the General Staff? No, it's like what it said. No, I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Arusian...
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too, once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead.
What did you say?
Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.
The island we went to was supposed to have been secured by the ground forces. They hadn't gotten a handle on things by the time we got there, so now we were stuck in the middle of a half-assed campaign. My job was to get the planes ready for combat, making repairs and handing them over to our troop of cons. Thing is, the enemy still had the hangars. The comms were still down, so none of us knew what the hell was going on. The last transmission I heard before everything went to shit was that some prisoners from an Osean military penal unit rioted and managed to escape. They stole some jets and now they were flying around, taking out their former allies left and right. I wonder if any units like ours were out here, creeping around. Hearing the Osean jets firing at each other overhead chipped away at morale. Since the radio was out, it was quiet. I liked it better that way. All I heard was the gunfire. Here we were, walking around carrying rifles. We were pilots, damn it. Friendly fire will probably kill us. You know things are desperate when the guards that used to lock us into solitary are now telling us it's better we all stick together. I guess they think our odds of surviving this war are better that way. After walking for miles across the battlefield, we came across the wreckage of a plane. Passenger, not military. I knew that rose. It was an Erusian liaison plane. The guard's dogs smelled something and took off. They led us to a cliff. And the bodies.
Today, I lost everything. When Osea attacked our capital, my father, a man who was never really suited to being the king, was killed. I was to be flown out of the war zone to safety, but the plane was shot down by rebels. The entire crew was killed in the crash. Soldiers appeared and one shot at me. My dog went after him and shot him to pieces. He was my best friend. After all those speeches I gave about working together for peace, I thought everyone felt the same as I did. I'm sure the soldier who shot at me knew I was the Princess of Erusia. He was Erusian too. More soldiers have come. Now, there is no one left to protect me. I am so numb, I cannot move. I watch as one of their dogs approaches. It sniffs mournfully at my dead friend. I wonder if it grieves for him as much as I do. I can barely think. I feel weaker by the minute. I don't know who these soldiers are with, but I managed to take a sip of the water they gave me.
How long have you been here?
Somehow, I muster the courage to answer the woman's question. I tell her I've been there 3 days. They gather around me with grim looks on their faces. What would they do if they knew I was the Erusian princess? After searching the cockpit of the plane, the woman who spoke to me before came back to me.
This is an air-to-ground tactical radio. It still works!
I noticed she walked with a limp. She knelt down next to me and asked her companions to give me some food. And then, very softly, she said,
"You see, I used to listen to your broadcasts, Your Royal Highness." Just what did you see here?
Okay, enough talk. Your opinions have all been taken into consideration. Beyond the seizure of Forbanti, which is important, and supporting the Erusian officer, at this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians. so we're getting zip from Mission Command about our orders. Still, with countless Erusian forces in the area, it's too dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle. Now, regarding Count's suggestion to think about self-defense, I think we should make a break for Tyler Island. It was a large Osean base before the start of the war. Count says his previous squadron took part in an operation to seize control of the island. It has the only base that will get us to the space elevator without refueling. It's also a transport facility for supply ships that provide drones and ammo for arsenal birds. For the Osean forces that are looking to reclaim the space elevator, those are two great reasons in its favor. If everything went according to plan, the base may already be in Allied hands when we get there. Though based on what Count told me about the island operation, it won't be easy to seize control.
If the ground troops have managed to open the bridgehead, the transport route to Osea for supply ships should be available.
With so much at stake, I can't imagine Erusia just giving it up without a fight. Things could really have gone bad.
Even if there are enemies left, they should be pretty easy to suppress.
I just want to go home, man.
Me too.
With that look on your face, Trigger, I know exactly what you want to do.
If Trigger's ready to kick ass, then so am I.
Damn straight. We're with you, Trigger.
It's decided then. Let's get all the aircraft and haul ass to Tyler Island. Although we can avoid the Arsenal Bird's anti-air network, there's still remnants from the Erusian forces. I want to get to the island without getting into any unnecessary combat. Pick a fast craft and fix it how you want. Pack for a long trip, but remember, if you drag your ass, you'll get left behind.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs. They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. And what? Abandon Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own. Please, we need help!
Wagtail is on the Osean landing ship. What's going on? What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
This is the AWACS Longcaster. The aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Roger.
Pull up.
ID complete. Unknown successfully identified.
We're under attack! Their artillery fire just missed us off our starboard side.
Cyclops 2, Fox 2.
Our air support is here.
Update us on Tyler Island.
Couldn't be worse. Our forces are scattered and on the run.
They're on the run?
Friendly birds. We were waiting for retreating units here to carry them out to safety.
Shit. These are Osean.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Do me a favor, Longcaster. Many of our allies are cut off. They need support and an escape route.
Understood. We'll do what we can. Let's help retreating Osean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at him.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
There's more over here. The body contains still used. We'll see the part of the fight. Yeah, we're all lined up. You're right. Count to 3, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle's been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly!
Warning, enemy has a beam on you.
No, they are not combatants. Some of them aren't even wearing shoes. I can guess what happened here. I really don't want to think about it. Absolutely bastard! It's a blatant war crime! Take photos for evidence.
It's no use! Work to the right! Fire at that supply ship! It's the radicals that shot us in the back. I'll make them pay for this. No use hailing them! They know they're shooting at friendlies!
I just had the photograph. We'll head back to 18 soon. Let's look another 30 minutes. The men say they want to at least keep the children in a proper burial.
Get closer! You'll never hit them from here!
Go with us! See the enemy APC from there?
Target locked.
Our guys even took out the enemy's air support. What do we do now? Send in the tank!
Allied retreat looks good.
Just need to buy some time. We're gonna pay until operation meeting time. Move them away from the mass driver.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Push him back! Fire! Fire on will! We need more ammo! We're moving out! Leave the dead behind! We'll come back to this island one day and send them off properly. Can you hear us? We're taking fire from multiple enemy tanks!
All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind.
Getting a landing craft! Many thanks, Lancaster. We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood.
Good. We need help.
Why don't contact the superiors to do whatever they want?
Missile.
Don't let them in. Take them away.
Fox 2. It's the Ocean military.
Don't they know they're on the same side?
We'll be firing at each other.
This is AWACS Lancaster. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Hold your fire! Confirmed. The info is from an allied AWACS. Hold your fire! Roger. But where are we supposed to lead? Who should we follow?
You guys got out alive. You have time to figure it out.
It's the press, but before we make it in time.
The landing ship is waiting for you.
Right, we leave the wounded. This will guarantee us a one-way ticket to hell. Pretty sure we're there already. I count 12 dead bodies here. They seem to be upper middle class. Spaceport's nearby, so they could be researchers and their families. Most likely, they were involved with Velka.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Back on Turkey. Tank flat, but they're running on fuels and low on ammo. We're outnumbered. Taking heavy losses.
ID complete.
Enemy will shoot us in the back.
Target destroyed.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Let me slide in on that tail.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
We can't afford to take any more damage. Get out there and do something.
Strider 1, we've identified the unknown targets.
Missile.
Can't we flank the enemy and strike them from behind?
Missile. 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 Missile.
Wait, multiple bogeys from the east.
Missile.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogeys. Take them down if they're hostile.
Missile.
Understood.
Missile. Missile.
Bogies inbound. Escort fighters, we're counting on you. Should we fire? Even if we're not fired upon? Of course.
Missile.
Chase out the bogies! There's no way they're ours! Almost there. Commence Operation No Return! These are unguided. Stay on course. Let's just get this done with.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogies. Identify them.
Visual.
Like an eagle.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Identification complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts. Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers. They'll flatten our allies.
Missile.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
Launch control, this is Flight Leader. All systems ready. We are go for launch.
Enemy on your back.
Launch control. Yes, I am. Confirm launch readiness. Affirmative. This is the last chance to ride Richard anytime. Launch control. Roger that.
I'm on my target's tail.
Fox 2.
No use. The enemy pilot don't crash this.
Only half the bombers remain. We can't let even one get away. The bombers are nearing the island. We're running out of time. All enemy bombers have been destroyed. We did it. Continue with your mission. They're Erusian. Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here? It's all crazy people.
If you lose your legs, then crawl. You can surrender when you lose your hands. We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. The supply ship is a munitions depot. It's highly combustible.
Strider 1, we've identified the unknown targets. ID complete.
Hey you, dumbass with the scratches on his tail. You hear me? I need you to help some people. There's a group of refugees surrounded by Erusian tanks right here. To say, their future's not looking too bright.
This is a secure military line. Who is this?
Me. You can call me the Scrap Queen.
Lancaster. She's an ally. Trigger and I'd know that voice anywhere.
That voice. So you're still breathing, Sir Count.
Here, let me have a word. Hey, it's been a while. I had a feeling the two of you were still alive. Remember, stick with Trigger and you'll make it.
I have a bit of intel for you. We'll share it if you can help those refugees. Count me in.
That's right. Echo 13, all hostiles are down.
Understood. This is our last chance. We'll see how far we can go. An explosion inside. Continue the countdown. Left of the supply ship. Do the countdown. There's still one arsenal bird left. If we can fill it full of bombs, then Erusia will have a fighting chance. Cameras distract the supply ships. Don't play with your backs to the supply ship. They say we're not war.
Destroyed all the targets. All bogies should be ID'd now. Mission complete. Okay, Scrap Queen. Send us the target coordinates.
I'm thinking about how I could do that.
Would you have a laser target indicator? Why would she?
Okay, sir. Who's taking this to the enemy's doorstep? Not me. Wait, you moron! Wait! What are you doing, dumbass? Here! Attack right here!
Lancaster, we confirmed the location of the flare.
That's them. All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link. Take out those targets.
Don't miss. We don't want to hit the pretty ladies down there.
Missile.
Hurry!
Missile. 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 Missile.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Nice job! The enemy tanks are toast. I don't think I could even do anything with that scrap.
Why do they sing that song? Because everyone knows it for no other reason.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
Hurry! Get moving! Strider 1, target acquired.
That takes care of them. No civilian casualties? Nice going. Do you hear the singing?
Beginning terminal countdown. Pressure stable. Cooling system is on.
Lancaster, a promise is a promise. Here's the intel. I heard it from an Erusian soldier that defected. The supply ships will be launched soon.
Yeah, that is valuable information.
That doesn't sound good.
But can it be trusted?
Not sure. Heard it from a man who said he wanted to atone for his sins. Up to you to trust him or not.
Understood. Good luck.
Releasing safety. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. 1, 2, 3. The mass driver is accelerating.
The supply ships have been launched from the mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the arsenal bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the arsenal bird's air defense network. You've got to hurry or you're not going to make it. 3 minutes to the enemy's air defense network. All aircraft, remain on high alert. We got bandits incoming on radar. You're gonna have to forget about them for now. Focus on destroying that supply ship first.
We're sitting ducks like this.
If we let the supply ship get too far away, we'll never be able to catch it. The target's using cloud cover to hide itself. Don't worry, we know where it's headed. If the operation fails, it fails everyone who knows. Victory is ours as long as the supply ship gets away. Lightning in you. The supply ship's in the clouds. We can't find it. You think the mother hen really wants them? Trust the plan from the protocols of communication.
90 seconds to the enemy's air defense network.
Don't lose them!
Which one first?
Don't try to follow after the supply ships. Stick close to trigger.
The missile hit its target. Everybody, keep a safe distance to avoid getting caught in the explosion. 60 seconds remain.
Did you see that explosion? Looks like that's one of them down.
Remember, there are 2 supply ships out there. Hurry up and shoot the other one down. Strider 1, missile launched.
It's a big base.
Hope you're all enjoying the pretty fireworks. This thing had any windows, we could have seen it for ourselves. Nice work, team.
We're gonna find ourselves a boat and leave this island. We'll be taking the refugees, along with any deserters from the Erusian military.
Who's the girl that ran at the tanks with the smoke canister? A few more crazies like her, and life down there may have been a tad bit easier.
What do you think would have happened to those refugees if you hadn't intervened? The princess saw what happened. They were little kids.
That's why I like the sky. You don't have to see those types of things.
Does this mean we're that much closer to ending the war?
No, we just basically prevented it from going on forever.
Count's right. We have no choice but to return to our original base. Our base that is nearly out of food and fuel. We need to do something.
This is Tango 2-3.
Good. Take a seat. Everyone's here. All right. Good work in sinking the supply ships. Not to mention saving the refugees. However, we're in no position to start celebrating. Even the commander here is starting to fray from the stress. Can't say I blame him. Now, Tyler Island is in a state of complete anarchy. This base isn't safe either. The faces you see around you are the only friends we've got. Take a good look.
We found a boat, then sailed away from the island. We had to. We didn't belong there. The new guy's name was George. I noticed when the anarchist said his name, he said it with a thick Belkan accent. How did you know that he was from Belka?
Well, both my parents were from Belka, so...
You never told me that. They say that Belkans are known for their conspiracies.
That's just a stereotype. Now, I simply stated my honest opinion and was thrown in jail for it.
The princess sat there looking miserable. That was a dumbass stunt she pulled back there, but it got us on this boat. Take a look at that. This ship is heading for a single rope that's hanging down from the sky. Do you know how far the end of that rope reaches?
Outer space.
No. It is a direct connection to the very potential of mankind itself. Or at least it was until war erupted.
It's my strong belief that the rope might be connected to a very distant, faraway source of great conflict and strife. Even long before the war, the whole world started falling apart once Harling began trying to build it. I often wonder what was going through Harling's mind when he was trying to destroy the very thing that so many people were sacrificed in order to create.
Sacrificed? What do you mean?
Have you seen all of those countless old space shuttles on Tyler Island that are no longer in use?
Yeah. I always thought of them as a good source of scrap. They're an obsolete technology that was abandoned during the construction of the space elevator. Which would mean that if the space elevator was destroyed, it would be that much harder for mankind to reach the stars. Until we find another way.
But even then, Harling still went ahead and tried to destroy it. At the cost of his own life.
That's not the way I heard it. What I heard was that he sacrificed himself to protect the tower from an incoming missile.
Oh, I was told he tried to fly his ship into the tower in order to destroy it.
I wonder which story is true, Your Royal Highness.
I don't know. Looking at it objectively, it's reasonable to believe that Harling had both options before him.
When it comes to which one you think he took, I guess it's like a mirror.
Yes, it is. It's like a mirror looking into your own soul, based on whichever choice you believe it was. At the moment, though, I can only see darkness. I think that thing should be destroyed.
It's time for the briefing. Although, since we don't have any contact with HQ, it's not like this is an official mission. Anyway, it looks like the seizure of Tyler Island and the relief from Osea have been postponed. In the meantime, we just have to do what we can to survive. Since losing its capital city of Ferbanti, Erusian forces have separated into smaller, autonomous factions. It looks like Erusia's largest force and leading faction will pass through the area around this base. The space elevator is significant to them, so they're probably heading there.
Should we intercept?
Why? I doubt they're gonna start a fight now.
Our top priority should be to get home. Let's go already.
Yeah. It's not like we have the supplies, power, or even a real reason to put up a fight. But what are we going to do if they bring the fight to us? We need to be ready to push them back. If we head inland from here towards Erusia, there's an old castle that's been converted into a stockpiling base. Shalaji Castle. It's currently occupied by some of the Erusian forces that broke off, but we need ammo and fuel. They appear to have converted a freeway into a runway, so we can expect them to have the capacity for air combat. But they'll be easier to handle than Erusia's lead faction. Well, we can't use all our aircraft to attack. The transport carrying the stolen supplies needs support. Okay, Strider Squadron. You head out first, and neuter the dogs at the stockpiling base. Rendezvous with Cyclops Squadron, who will bring the transport. Then we bring the supplies back to this base.
Got it.
Aircraft are our only threat.
Sounds good.
We'll make it. We're all gonna fly home. Together.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
No Osean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target. We've set a number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry. Okay, team, get to work.
On Unidentified aircraft. Not sure if friend or foe. Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if they're friendlies or not.
So, we capture this base and take the fuel and supplies. That's the plan, right, Trigger?
You take if you want to live. That's how it was where I grew up.
I was just double-checking mission orders, Ocean.
Our anti-air guns are destroyed. Abandon and fall back to our rear position. Retreat!
There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military. They're Erusian refugees. They must be fleeing since the conflict got worse.
Unidentified aircraft. Identify at once or we'll open fire.
What are they talking about? They already are firing on us. It's confused. I know.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Tank is destroyed.
Our anti-aircraft weaponry is down by 30%. Why are they attacking this base?
Trigger, splash!
We're all out of ammo. Don't give up. We're not going to lose our country again.
Caution, pull up. Caution, pull up. Caution, pull up.
So what's this faction split from the Erusian military?
The autonomous state of Shalaji used to be a nation. The region has always leaned towards independence. Those who want to restore their homelands flock to it. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Vasilij, which neighbored Shalaji.
Are they our enemies?
They're our enemy's enemy, but not our friends.
Retreat! A tank can't take on a fighter!
The resistance is strong. They seem pretty desperate.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
We're unable to use the SAMs! Help me!
Enemy on your back!
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Spiked, breaking away!
Strider 1, target acquired.
Enemy sighted. Hurry up with takeoff prep!
Your plane will ice up if you stay in there too long.
They have more aircraft! More planes incoming! Fire more missiles! Don't stop the car! It'll make us an easier target!
Coming up on the castle.
Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies. Ah, shit!
I feel like we're a group of burglars.
Don't say that. This is for our survival.
Yeah, I know.
Missile. Missile.
That's Shalaji Castle.
Missile.
Take in both civilians and refugees without discrimination. Get away from the stone buildings and take shelter somewhere sturdier or underground. Drop where you are and cover your head if you hear jet engines.
Missile. Missile.
Hostile has a lock.
Missile. Caution, missile.
Target destroyed.
Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
There aren't that many. Aim carefully and take them down.
Missile.
Locked on.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile.
They're targeting our anti-aircraft weaponry. Go on ahead. There are 4 enemy aircraft, but one is causing us the most grief.
I heard about 3 strikes when I was in
Locked on.
ahead.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Target destroyed.
Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
Locked on.
Bandit has a lock.
Set up AA weapons. Put them on a flat surface.
Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Enemy on your back.
Stand it down! We're running out of ways to strike back! We've lost more than half of our forces! The battle won't last much longer! Let them have our lives. As long as our nation stands, the young will carry on. Attacking from behind my target. All of our infantry fighting vehicles take the cause.
Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
Why aren't Quinn and the others airborne?
I'm on my target's tail.
Fox 2.
Still have plenty of missiles left, but the launcher is totaled. Man, somebody answer us!
No hostiles. All aircraft confirmed.
This town's of high cultural value. It's unfortunate we had to bomb it like we did.
We do what we need to survive, right?
Not something I'll tell my son about.
AA destroyed! We're sitting ducks! Cancel takeoff. Soul Squadron, stand by.
Negative. This battle's over if we don't get up there. Along with hope of restoration. Don't worry. As long as we accelerate inside the tunnel, they won't be able to shoot us down that easily.
Attacking.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Ejecting. Need rescue.
Their interceptors are in the air.
All right.
Getting to takeoff speed inside the tunnel is insane.
Soul Squadron, airborne. Shoot the invaders out of our skies. Good luck, Soul Squadron.
Understood. You are in violation of Shalaji airspace. Turn around or we'll be forced to shoot you down.
This is the Ocean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Land immediately and hand over your planes and base to us.
You must be the snowbirds. It's absurd for you talking so tough after losing one of your leaders at Fort Monty. You bastard. You defile this country. As long as you're here, this country will never know peace. Shit.
I'm on my target's tail.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Enemy on your back. Target locked.
Enemy has a bead on you. Target is in machine gun range.
Auto-Gene pilots are known for their skills. Let's leave this fight to them.
Behind the enemy. Attack missed.
I'm out. Ejecting. I hope he's okay. Bailing out under those conditions. I can see his parachute. Let's pray he makes it to safety.
3 to go. Don't let them work together. Back up trigger.
Wilco. Righto.
We get the leader. We can take him without King.
Target hit.
Where's been hit? He's ejected. Damn. We can't even last long enough to buy ourselves some time. It's a railgun.
Strider 1, you have a bogey approaching at high speed. Bearing 090, straight from the east. High-speed projectile launch from enemy aircraft.
I'm testing this aircraft. You must find your own sky.
We can still help you.
Don't waste your life. Dedicated to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, you must find someone to guide you. I'm not that person. Mihai.
Missile.
Strider 1 was shot down.
High-speed projectile launch from enemy aircraft.
I'm testing this aircraft. You must find your own sky.
We can still help you.
Missile.
Don't waste your life. Dedicated to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, you must find someone to guide you. I'm not that person. Mihai.
Hostile Legion squad will be retreating. Those fighting below are advised to temporarily withdraw. Don't die. As long as we're alive, our hopes and dreams live on. Hey, look at the color of that plane. Damn, that's the flames of hell. Time for payback.
Negative. It's no good. I can't get close enough.
Leave it to Trigger. The rest of us will just get in the way. The rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through. Wilco, might just cost us our lives.
Hit on unidentified aircraft. The enemy's mobility is still unfazed. Keep up the attack.
Something to guide us. Wait, I can't think of anyone other than you. Being together with Mihai taught me something. Drone fighters don't belong. They have no place in the cosmos of the skies. And they're what the Hostile Legion Air Force should be fighting against.
Unidentified aircraft. Land your plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own?
That's funny. It seems like one of your pilots is also fighting alone.
He's not alone. Look around you.
I see. Perhaps it would have been best to entrust the future to pilots like that. Let me test him then to see if he's truly worthy. Hey look, it's like the sky's been sliced wide open. See, we're known when you hit other maintenance than a new toy.
That bastard's moving in a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit. Keep firing those missiles until you blow them to pieces.
100%. Targeting correction. 0.8 degrees. Positional prediction complete.
Railgun is firing again.
Not bad. This weapon is not enough to take down 3 strikes. This aircraft is my body. If they are not enough, then I must put my soul into it.
Special weapon remaining.
There are pilots like you in every generation. And I'd failed every last one of them.
Bad news. Its accuracy is increasing with each shot. Take it down as quickly as possible. It's a hit. The unidentified aircraft is going down.
You got him. Trigger has splashed a bandit.
Can you hear me, pilot with the 3 strikes? This was all due to my ego. I unleashed pure chaos upon this world, just so I could keep my wings. Put a stop to the drone production.
Is this a message to Trigger? What does it mean?
I don't think this war is over just because we shot down Mr. X. Yeah, it's gonna take something else entirely to end this thing. I just don't know what.
Caution. Pull up.
No OC.
The resupply went well. We should be okay on food and fuel reserves for a little while at least. Luckily, the rumor that the Erusian army is advancing nearby is only a rumor. There's no sign of them from the skies. Rumors, rumors, rumors. This is what happens when you lose communications. But we got one good fact. The plane Trigger shot down was an advanced model of the XO-2 Wyvern. It was developed in the last Continental War. Erusia had a lot up their sleeves. Apparently, they were even supposed to have Belkin aircraft back in the First War. What if Trigger couldn't shoot it down? Just thinking about it gives me chills. We're lucky to be here. In war, you never know what's lurking behind the curtains. But it looks like everything's loose now. Solid chain of command, rest periods after sorties, a battlefield where you know friend from foe. All of that's gone now, lost in a fog of confusion. Feels like a distant dream. Now, just how the hell are we gonna get out of this mess?
When we got to the mainland, we found the space elevator's support facility. I guess this was the factory where they built the gigantic structure the elevator traveled in. There was this little girl sitting in front of a mural. When the princess saw her, she shuddered like she'd seen a ghost. The girl had a stuffed animal. This was the day after the shit went down at Tyler Island. She walked right up to the princess, took her hand, and led her into the factory. One thing's for sure, they knew each other. The factory'd been converted to a production line for Erusian drones. It was fully automated and chugging along, making drone after drone after drone. Once they got inside, the princess stopped and just stood there. Another girl was there with a man in a lab coat. He was trying to use his keyboard, but she wouldn't let him. She took a data chip and threw it on the ground. Then she walked over to us and took the gun from the prison guard's holster. She pulled the trigger and destroyed the chip. Later, I found out that the girl with the gun and the one with the stuffed animal were sisters. They were also the granddaughters of Mihai A. Shalaji, the legendary pilot. Gramps used to talk about him. He said Mihai was the top ace from 2 wars ago. Know any Belkans? Because this guy was a Belkan, and they love to stir shit up. Pitting nations against other nations is a particular favorite of theirs, along with developing hyper-advanced technology.
That's right. I'm Belkan, born and raised. My country is gone now. Rather than surrender to its enemy, Belka detonated 7 nuclear weapons on its own soil. My people scattered around the globe, living in the shadows of other countries. We had a new purpose: to breed wars. The theory was that through war, we could achieve our destiny and our revenge. I had just finished inputting Mihai's data when his granddaughter came in. She destroyed the only copy I had of the information I squeezed out of him. The girl loved Mihai. No one knew more than her just how hard I pushed her grandfather for that data, how much I made him sacrifice in the process. I promised his granddaughters that his efforts were not in vain, that it could end this terrible war. But in the end, it only caused more chaos and despair. We were responsible for all this damage, all this tragedy. Now, we were going to pay for it. The Erusians, once our allies, would see to that. I had lost the drive to continue my work, even before I noticed Mihai's granddaughters eyeing me with suspicion that one day. I should have stopped then, for all our sakes. Mihai's granddaughter tossed the gun aside. She said if she resorted to killing, she'd just end up like the rest of us. And by us, she meant everyone, including the princess. Like me, the princess was afraid to look into the girl's eyes. She knew that by encouraging her people, she kept the war going. Mihai and his granddaughter were victims of it, and now, they too were paying the price.
Is this for Belka? Or for Erusea? My grandfather had only one wish: to continue soaring through the endless skies. That was the only place where he felt alive. But I don't even have a country to call home, let alone the sky. The Black Forest, the lake, they are no longer mine. Even though those lands were once cherished by my late mother. We have to learn to put that sense of nostalgia behind us and behave like mature adults.
My homeland. She's right. It feels so far away now. The woman with the rifle approached me. She was focused on more pressing issues.
I checked the computer. All of the data on the legendary ace had already been installed.
No, I pulled it before it was completed. However, there are 2 aircraft that are already scheduled to be manufactured based on that data.
We must destroy the factory.
This isn't the only one. There are more facilities just like it, and the 2 planes containing the data will be manufactured at one of those facilities.
So, this place runs on solar power that the space elevator generates, right? How about the others? We can destroy the space elevator and cut the power to them. First things first, let's take this one out.
I'll show you which locations to target.
I stood there, thinking about that mural by the factory's entrance. Harling commissioned it to be painted. I realized that in the background, behind the dancing figures, the artist had painted several space elevators. I understand now. The space elevator wasn't designed to exploit Erusea after all.
Good. And afterwards, We'll bring down the space elevator itself. No matter why it was built. Right now, it's the root of this chaos.
I wonder...
Yes?
I wonder... which path you would choose when looking at Harling's mirror.
Let's get the briefing started.
We've done enough air operations. Just let us go home.
There's no path for us to get home. Whatever direction you fly, it'll be right into a hail of enemy fire. Earlier, we received a communication via the partially restored General Network. Here is what it contained. Apparently, the Erusian radicals have gathered around the space elevator, as it's a source of energy. Give the warmongers a powerful energy source, and you give them the luxury to keep on fighting. In response to this, people from both Osea and Erusia have joined forces, and will take down the final Arsenal bird in a saturation attack from the air to the sea. Once that's achieved, they'll take the space elevator from the aggressors.
Has the source been verified?
It could be fake. I hear you. But take a look at what's written at the end. Hey, dumbass. If you want to bring the world back from the brink, go to the lighthouse. You can see the future.
Dumbass?
Sounds familiar.
It certainly does. It's from those guys we met in Tyler Island. The 444 Squad. It's a message to all those looking to end the war. But I also think it's a message for Trigger.
Guess we'll do what it says.
Okay. Well then, I'm thinking we go roast that damn bird.
Looks like we're all on the same page. It's time to end this war. Time to fly, guys. Let's go get that Arsenal bird.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
We need help! Don't let them damage more! Show them what the Erusian, no, what fighter pilots are made of!
Thanks, I owe you.
No sweat.
Get into formation. We have the numbers.
Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, Looks like our luck has turned. LRSSG, you will secure air superiority. There are Erusian aircraft in the Coalition, so they have been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed it.
The Erusian government aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I'm thinking it's time to show us what you've got.
We don't have two anymore. Guess nobody told them. That's quite true, Count. It's not just two. Wiseman trained his squad well. Everyone's still in it as an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
To all of you who have gathered here, regardless of your country, this is headquarters of the Ocean Army Southern Command. Wait, you can forget that designation. We are a coalition formed exclusively for the sole purpose of taking down the Arsenal Bird. Wait until we're ready to strike the Arsenal Bird in unison.
Roger. Project always speaking on an open channel. The enemy can hear everything he's saying. There's no other choice. The Erusian aircraft are in the coalition as well.
This is Gold Squadron and Rival Squadron of the Erusian Airborne. We're here on our own. Lancaster, we're entering your airspace.
This is Seal 2. Republic of Bosnia are also moving to rendezvous. Southern 1 Squadron, though.
It's Mr. X's crew.
Count, ease up. Engagement is forbidden.
Don't worry, I know. Every bird we could call upon. Even if they were flying with the guy that killed Wiseman. Some other squadrons are in weird formations.
They have manned aircraft for every Navy flying out to Ireland.
All this just to keep the war going.
How many more do we need to take out?
Shoot them down one at a time. They'll run out eventually.
The UAVs were sluggish once the leader went down.
Without his push, drones without leaders are slow as hell. The biggest of fighters live on it.
Leadership right verified.
Okay, commencing transmission. I'm speaking over both terrestrial broadcasting and video transmission networks. It's not important why... No, we are. First, our goals. Destroy the space elevator. Second, we want power to the drone factory cut in order to put a stop to all the war and chaos that its products cause. And last, we want to bring an end to this pointless war that has given rise to a state of anarchy. Let me tell you what's going on right now. The land is overrun with refugees who have lost their homes. This is no isolated incident. In spite of that, the war continues to rage overhead.
On our side? That's the best news I've heard in a long time. Again, three strikes? Never again.
You got a radar lock on you.
Have a visual on three strikes. Look out for three strikes. Do not shoot him down.
Are the friendly Erusians rebels or what?
They're rebels, but I'm sure it's more complicated than that. Brush up on current events later. Focus on the enemy.
Copy that. Take a look. See that line continuing above the horizon? The cable goes up to the sky as far as the eye can see. Not many people know this, but the space elevator is the world's tallest transmission tower. In theory, its radio waves cover exactly half the globe. We've jacked up signal in order to reach out to you.
On my target's back.
Rebellion. It's a battle for independence. We'll take down the Arsenal Bird and build a new country.
Many troops on either side? Some coalition this has turned out to be, huh? They'll keep talking big once the war's over, too. You can bet on it. We need something or someone to guide us.
Say goodbye. My crew took out an enemy aircraft.
5 minutes remaining.
You're in their sights, Strider 1. With the communications infrastructure down, this broadcast can only be transmitted to certain regions. If you can access the server, consider yourself lucky. You get to see a real-life princess. Hey, Cosette, say hello to everyone. Yes.
It's safe over here. We take it away all the guns.
Yes. Let's open up the exit. Everyone get the refugees into the underground tunnel. George, Tabloid.
All right, understood.
Why didn't that hit?
Locked on hostile.
We've got the Ocean's big shots with us. Find a way.
The enemy has escaped.
Strider 1, hostile behind you.
Look up the gun. Moving quicker is our path to a new future.
How about one more than however many they made? Enemy has the lock.
Call 1. Missile.
Space elevators. Take it down now. Skies unknown. Cosette, let's go. Yes!
Warning! Missiles launched from the Arsenal bird. They're Helios projectiles. All aircraft, stay clear of the blast area. 10 seconds to impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact.
How many got caught in that explosion?
Lancaster, we have more incoming.
Unknown. Proceed with caution.
Wilco. We can't switch off the security system, but we've got this. If what he said is true, this will give us at least 10 seconds. Cosette! Cosette! What the hell's wrong with you? Get back here! As you all saw, we have a problem. The princess went by herself into the maintenance area and has shut us out. No idea what got her going this time, stupid woman.
Missile launch from the Arsenal bird. Shit, airburst type. Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Helios arrived.
I said we were gonna take down the space elevator, but it's not like we can just go out there and chop it down. At the top of the windbreak, 6 location markers have been set in place. They monitor distortions in the space elevator. Those are the locations we need to target. If the sensors go bad, the elevator's observation system will think the elevator has fallen. Until its safety can be confirmed, all microwaves will be stopped.
I get it. What a party.
I was gonna do it myself. You dumbass.
Helios launched from the Arsenal bird. 5 seconds. 3, 2, impact now.
Get caught in that. It's all over.
Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to arrival. 2, inbound.
I'm going down! See you now.
30 seconds remaining.
The monster bird is in our trap. We'll use a saturation attack. Wait for the signal.
Missile away.
Inform the coalition units. We're nearing 0 hour. 10 seconds until the united attack on the Arsenal bird. Incoming!
5, 4.
Everybody, give this attack everything you've got.
Open fire!
All missiles were shot out of the sky. Attack failed. Cruise missiles did not reach their target.
Damn monster!
Lancaster warning all aircraft. I have multiple blips on my scope.
Here they come.
That's something.
Hey, look at the Arsenal bird.
Lasers!
Missile destroyer ship trying to mark our sun. We can't drain it! Evacuate! Flagship starting heavily damaged by laser weapons. Report to Capcom aircraft controller melting. Deploy lifeboats!
HQ, we have a problem. Damage to the Allied fleet is extensive.
That was a pretty impressive firepower. I, for one, did
Did not see that coming.
The active protection system operated as expected. We should launch another saturation attack. Air power. Fuel for the Arsenal bird.
Evade that missile! Bandit has a lock. Get from behind and take him down.
Look at that light from the Arsenal bird.
It's readying its APS. All aircraft recon from the Arsenal bird.
That's cool. In a corner.
Set, that's not the control line. Go through the airlock and get on the maintenance elevator. Head to the top of the windbreak. Do you think you can put on that pressurized suit by yourself? You'll never get it on over those frills.
I'm getting sick of that arrogant bastard. Seriously.
No good. The engine control room is gone.
Headquarters, the opposite.
Radar room here is CIC.
Nothing phases this thing. We're always supposed to hit it.
All aircraft. We can no longer commence with a second saturation attack. All aircraft, separately engage in direct attacks.
HQ, it won't be easy to take down the Arsenal bird with conventional weaponry. All the ace pilots in the world won't save us unless we have a plan.
Give us time. We'll see what we can do.
You're just thinking about it now?
Missile launched.
Cover any friendlies it's hit. Landed on a friendly's tail. Target locked.
It's readying its APS. Main propeller 1 confirmed stall. Good work, Trigger. Keep up the attack.
Damn it! I've taken some damage. One aircraft hit. No, two!
Got this one down to my sights.
I can see a light bulb shaped thing, but it wasn't lit up. That's it. That's the location marker. The cover's from there, right? Got it.
There's something we can do. Just evading like this will get us all killed.
Both main propellers have been stalled.
When's that shield gonna lose power? Never. It was continuously supplying you with power.
Then what should we do?
Calm down. I'll do something.
What are you gonna do? Smash it. Smash all 6 of them faster. It'll lose power.
Damn shield. Just go away. Be gone. Disappear.
On cuckoo count.
Away with you.
Just what kind of magic did you work there, you asshole?
Magic. A scam. Now's our chance. Do it, Trigger.
It switched to the backup power supply. That means the main supply's been cut off.
UAVs are dropping altitude fast. Wait, they're not.
The drones are acting crazy. Are you seeing this? The drones are falling one after another. They've completely lost control.
Some propeller confirmed destroyed.
Nickel. 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 Nickel.
Trigger got a sub-propeller. You're getting the hang of this, Trigger.
We'll keep the UAVs company.
The main propeller is moving again. Just how hard is that thing?
Boils down to destroying the Rectenna's base.
Say what?
If we destroy the docking modules, the supply unit will break off from Earth's orbit. That'll leave the Rectenna base moving. Light her on fire and we can cook that bird. Theoretically, that may prove impossible for an experienced pilot. That would be a problem, Whit.
Yeah, but our guy's more than just an experienced pilot. Trigger, let's do this.
If you think that could operate, I bet on it. Besides, if you thought it was impossible, you wouldn't have said anything.
Watch out! The drones are falling! Refugees. Everyone calm down. You wanna get yourself killed? George! Tabloid! Get back here! I can't let my girl to die. Fine, fine! Get her, but be quick about it! Is everything okay? The drones are acting odd.
Run!
Run! Careful!
Nickel. Nickel.
One docking module destroyed.
Great work!
Strider 1, I knew you could do it. Move out and destroy the rest.
Nickel. Nickel.
Is everything okay?
Nickel. Nickel.
Good.
Nickel.
Some people were crushed.
Nickel.
The kid Tabloid ran after a safe. They took out Strider 1.
The UAVs are dropping altitude fast. Wait, they're down!
The drones are acting crazy. Are you seeing this? The drones are falling one after another. They've completely lost control.
Keep the UAVs company.
Ground force effort. We're jumping. We have to take down the target fight. All aircraft, locate Strider 1's position.
Sub-propeller confirmed destroyed.
You can do it. There's no way it isn't damaged. Trigger got a sub-propeller.
That thing is too huge.
Don't let its sheer size freak you out.
Main propeller 1 confirmed stall. Good work, Trigger. Keep up the attack.
Too close and they'll shoot each other. Don't let them anywhere near him. Understood?
Both main propellers have been stalled.
You're getting the hang of this, Trigger.
Pulse laser cannon destroyed. That drops the Arsenal Bird's threat level a little.
The main propeller is moving again. Just how hard is that thing?
Boils down to destroying the Rectenna's base.
Say what?
If we destroy the docking modules, the supply unit will break off from Earth's orbit. That'll leave the Rectenna base moving. Light her on fire and we can cook that bird. Theoretically, that may prove impossible even for an experienced pilot. That would be a problem, Whit.
Yeah, but our guy's more than just an experienced pilot. Trigger, let's do this.
Is he really that good of a pilot? I bet on it. Besides, if he thought it was impossible, he wouldn't have said anything.
die. Fine, fine. Get her, but be quick about it. Is everything okay? The drones are acting odd. Run! Run! Careful!
One docking module destroyed.
Great work!
Strider 1, I knew you could do it. Move on and destroy the rest.
Is everything okay? Some people were crushed. But the kid tabloid went after a safe. He verified distance with a girl in his hands. Good. What about tabloid? Is he safe? George and the girl were saved. They were saved. Both of them.
Docking module destroyed. That's 2 of them.
Don't let yourself be distracted. Just focus on what you need to do. There's a hit on the laser cannon. Trigger's hammering it.
Docking module destroyed. 1 left.
Nicely done. This will be a good story to tell my son. Target's right in front of me.
Remember, our target is the arsenal bird.
Enemy on your back.
Target acquired. UAV is down.
Box 2. Get your bow.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
I feel like I'm swimming in the ocean alongside a whale.
I've got a sitting duck here.
Get behind 3 strikes.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Keep going. Strider 3 launching missile. Enemy on your back. I'm behind my target.
All targets have been destroyed. The supply unit is ready to fall off.
Yeah! Good job.
You should be able to see the rectangle where the supply unit was. Destroy that, and even the mighty Arsenal bird is sure to feel it.
Good luck.
Leave it to Trigger.
Don't let us down, Strider 1. Zero cap for Strider 1.
Leave the big fish to Trigger. We'll take down the UAVs.
We're counting on you. Strider 1 handling. Strider 6 plane.
Target locked.
We got these things, no problem.
Lieutenant base unit confirmed destroyed.
Forecaster. Oh my god. The arsenal bird is on fire.
Trigger, break off. Arsenal bird is losing altitude rapidly.
Arsenal bird is down.
Longcaster, can you estimate the point of impact?
Hell yeah.
Don't worry, looks like it'll be open water.
It's burning from the inside.
All aircraft, avoid the target's path.
That's the last of the rogues. Even in death, that thing is intimidating.
Everyone, can you see this? These people here were alive up until a few moments ago. My friend was here. Can you see this? This is just one of the many sides of war and what it does.
All Erusian soldiers around the space elevator. If you surrender now, we will not attack. We can hold them off until support arrives. Our unit surrenders. You guys better not throw away your lives either.
Wait there, Princess. We'll get you down. Don't worry about me. Please just take care of the refugees. I'll parachute down. What?
Warning, incoming bogey.
Are those the drones we saw at that factory? I'm coming down. I'll see you on the ground. No, wait!
Enemy on my 6! Those guys are bad news. Trigger, boss, do something!
Strider 2, missile inbound! Cosette! What?
This isn't
the time for that!
Cosette!
Avril, they're headed this way. Get the refugees to safety now.
Shredder 2, you're hit. Are you alright?
Still breathing. I won't be flying much longer, though.
There's an Ocean carrier a few kilometers to the west. It ran aground and was abandoned. It won't be easy, but it's the only place you got.
Trigger, escort your wingman. Let's get to that carrier. That's all we can do.
Trigger, can you hear me? I somehow managed to land. It's your turn now. The carrier ran aground, but that shouldn't be a problem for you. I'll guide you down. 3,000 meters to carrier. You're too fast. Lower your speed. You're on course. Looking good, buddy. Nice work. You pulled off a perfect landing. Well, we're okay for the moment. Now the real challenge begins.
Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks...
Hell, I can't just snap my fingers and make a plane. Believe me, I wish I could. Right now, we needed one. Bad. When we were coming over on the boat, I remember seeing an aircraft carrier. That gave me an idea. The Admiral Anderson. The name of an old sailor. When the first drone started attacking, the ship wasn't ready for battle yet. It was still in the dock, getting all rigged up. So they rushed to get her ready. I know about Anderson. In the previous Ocean War, he was the commander of a ship that sent out the last fleet of jets. They say the deck was sloping so bad as it sank, the last plane barely made it off. Those fighters ended the war. That story gives me a little bit of hope, especially at a time like this. We're all in the same boat, like it or not. If this war keeps going on like it is, it'll be the end of everything. The military loaded this thing to the rafters with planes. Some were fighters that were going to be delivered to bases in occupied territory. It was hit before it could complete the mission. Jackpot. The hangars were loaded with goodies. This scrap queen's got work to do.
Trigger, everyone, listen up. The operation was a success. Erusian defense forces have been neutralized, and all Arsenal birds are down. However, those 2 new drones buzzing around have royally screwed up our plans. The Ocean and Erusian coalition's air forces are in a sorry state thanks to them. We might not even have any viable aircraft. According to the Scrap Queen, the drones are trying to use the space elevator's transmission capabilities to send their data to drone manufacturing plants across the continent. They're trying to strengthen their numbers. What's worse, their data contains a depth of war experience, so the newer aircraft will be more tactically effective. If that's the case, this war will never end. We need to take both drones down no matter what it takes. We'll do it so we have homes to go back to. Well, the Scrap Queen's on our side. she says she can make any aircraft fly. This is our final mission. Trigger, let's go. We've got a goddamn war to end.
Strider Squadron, takeoff prep complete.
Can I use this? Hey, can you hear me? That craft is in peak condition. I even buffed up the canopy for a nice shine, so you can really see the sky. Take care, Trigger. When you get back, let me know what you saw.
Let me see that. Trigger, wish I could have flown with you.
A dinged up plane and an injured pilot would only slow you down. I feel for him now.
Take care. Whatever happens, it ends here. The outcome's mostly up to him. So, this is the guy? Oh yeah. He's the one who took off just now.
We've got quite a few Erusians with us.
Lucians are sticking around, too. I don't care what country anyone's from. What counts is knowing who the real enemy is. Right, guys?
Affirmative. And I think everybody here knows the score. We all know who to follow. Commence mission. All aircraft follow Trigger.
Roger that. Understood.
All right.
Understood.
Roger.
The space elevator is able to broadcast and communicate. With the information infrastructure down, it's the only place capable of wide area data transmission. The drones are waiting for it to power up again.
clever little bastards.
Go leader to Lancaster. UAV is confirmed in direction of travel. Changing commanded.
All aircraft converge on Skull Squadron. Surround and shoot them down.
Strider 3, copy. Let's do it, Hushin. Welcome.
UAV reacting. Damn, they're fast. All aircraft stay sharp. Intercept now. Salamander 3, Skull 2, lost. Damn it, that was quick.
I knew you did it with pride. Provide support.
Friendly lost. Another confirmed down.
Damn it.
The UAVs are equipped with laser weaponry. Watch where their nose is pointing.
Evade! Missile incoming!
Strata 1, target acquired.
This is you 2. Enemy.
UAVs are always so damn fast. We're both moving to attack.
Strider 1, hostile has a lock.
Missile hit on UAV. Outstanding work, Trigger.
You've bruised it. Stop now.
You can hear like just like Mihai. They're like complete copies of Mihai. We've received some serious upgrades. Senior, let's separate you and unit. Stay calm. Avoid friendly fire. Trigger scored a hit. You do it. Aim well and shoot him down.
Good. The enemy is still flying normally, though. Keep pushing. The damage has to be adding up.
Got this one down to my sights.
Enemy hit. Strider 1 got him.
Attention, all aircraft. Launch detected from UAV. They're small drones.
These guys have quite the bag of tricks.
Target is right in front of me.
One small drone is down. Strider 1 got it.
Trigger, enemy has a lock on you.
So is the IFF. There are only 2 enemy aircraft.
Count, I owe you. You saved me. Right up.
Strider 1, bandit on your 6. Watch out. Strider 1, missile launched.
Strider, another hit. Missile. He's the only one getting anywhere out here.
Target acquired.
I'm in position.
Watch your tail. We're getting behind you in no time.
Strider 1, enemy behind you.
This is you 2. Locked on enemy.
Right with you. Not try to follow the drone. Take what Strider 1's way. You're kidding me. They're shooting down missiles with their lasers. Just how are we supposed to bring it down? My missiles aren't hitting. The UAVs are shooting them down.
All right, everyone. Raise this quickly while Trigger draws the drones. We'll see the drive cover. He's on there. He touched it. Locked on. Go down.
Trigger, you have one behind you.
It's a furball. All aircraft, watch for escape lanes.
Got this one down to my sights.
Strider 1, locked on target.
We're eliminated. Is all this crap thanks to drone development? God damn it.
Strider 1, box 2.
Target locked. Missile away. Bon voyage. If you need help, say so. I'm here for you. Wake up! Missile Missile coming your way!
Strider 1, watch your tail. Both drones are in attack position. Break, right now.
Damn it.
He touched it!
All aircraft, watch your 6. Stay sharp, they'll creep up on you.
Break!
I'm gonna open this guy up.
Target acquired. Target in gun range.
Strider 1, you have a UAV on your ass!
All small drones are down. Well done. Time to focus on the prize.
Locked on!
This is tremendous! A hell of a formation for a bunch of machines. I only hope it's for all of us to surround it.
Missile. Missile.
Got disconnect.
Strider 1, missile away.
Missile. Star 1. Star 1. Missile. Missile.
Target hit, target hit. Damage confirmed. Those suckers are tough.
Missile.
Mark 2.
Missile.
There we go. One down, one down. Target is losing altitude rapidly.
That enemy is flag smoke billowing from it. I saw it myself. Green strike is the real deal. One plane left.
Is that a special weaponry?
Soul 2, evade! Evade!
Just like the freeze.
See we can do that. The Iranian Air Force should be the one.
Soul 2 lost.
Vito, damn it! Damn it! We've broken the UAV's formation. This could be our chance.
Strider 1, you scored a hit.
Gotta be damn it. Don't let up now. There's a formation. Here's the movement.
Trigger's missile hit. That one looks like it hurt. Trigger has scored a kill. Hell yeah! You finally did it! Way to shoot, Ace. Look, it discarded its wings. What the? It's just like a UAV the Trigger shot down at Bucharest. Is that the prototype that Wiseman was talking about? He touched it. Let me avenge Vito. It's still flying, but it can't keep this up forever. Finish it off, Trigger. Hold on a sec. Is it just me, or is that thing trying to read Trigger's reactions? It's observing Strider 1. It's like it's trying to learn.
UAV is down. Radar signal is lost.
Now stop me. Showing us how it's done.
That was definitely the most intense thing I've ever been in. Can't wait to tell my son about it.
The space elevator is just powered up. Looks like we made it in just the nick of time. Fortunately, you've prevented data that may have included Trigger's flying style from leaking. I've got a special bottle of wine for occasions like this. What do you say we open it?
Can you hear me? There's still one drone left.
Who the hell is that? More importantly, I thought Trigger destroyed all the drones.
It's thrown away its wings, yet it's still flying. Can anyone hear me? That aircraft needs to be taken care of.
She's right. I see something on the radar. The UAV is alive and kicking.
UAV went into the undersea tunnel. That tunnel leads to the space elevator.
Trigger, you're gonna have to fly into the tunnel after the UAV.
Where's the escape vector?
There's enough space for him to turn beneath the elevator.
That's a suicide mission.
Count, where are you going? We rely on Trigger too much. He's gonna need help.
You can't be serious, Count.
Yeah, well, you had no problem with Trigger doing the same thing.
Trigger's different.
We'll see.
You damn fool.
Don't worry. I learned something from my last squadron. Stick with Trigger, and you'll make it.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Count, give me your status.
Alive.
Excellent, so you're both okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What makes you think that?
No time to explain. The radio will cut out soon. It'll take a short time for the drone to send over the data. You need to destroy it as fast as you can.
There it is. UAV spotted. We finally found it.
2-0.
I heard some static when the gate closed. Do you think the UAV is operating the gates? Well, there goes our only way out. I thought we were gonna pull this off after making it through that maze. Don't worry. I'll think of something. I'll find us a way out. No sign of the drone. Did it take another path? Doesn't matter. We know where it's going. We can catch it. Trigger's down! Count, where are you going? We rely on Trigger too much. He's gonna need help.
You can't be serious, Count.
Yeah, well, you had no problem with Trigger doing the same thing.
Trigger's different.
We'll see.
You damn fool.
Don't worry. I learned something from my last squadron. Stick with Trigger, and you'll make it.
Count, give me your status.
Alive.
Excellent, so you're both okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What makes you think that?
No time to explain. The radio will cut out soon. It'll take a short time for the drone to send over the data.
There it is. UAV spotted. We finally found it. I heard some static when the gate closed. Do you think the UAV is operating the gates? Well, there goes our only way out. I thought we were gonna pull this off after making it through that maze. Don't worry. I'll think of something. I'll find us a way out. No sign of the drone. Did it take another path? Doesn't matter. We know where it's going. We can catch it. Trigger's down! Count, where are you going? We rely on Trigger too much. He's gonna need help.
You can't be serious, Count.
Yeah, well, you had no problem with Trigger doing the same thing.
Trigger's different.
We'll see.
You damn fool.
Pull up.
Count, give me your status.
Alive.
Excellent, so you're both okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What makes you think that?
No time to explain. The radio will cut out soon. It'll take a short time for the drone to send over the data.
There it is. UAV spotted. We finally found it. I heard some static when the gate closed. Do you think the UAV is operating the gates? Well, there goes our only way out. I thought we were gonna pull this off after making it through that maze. Don't worry. I'll think of something. I'll find us a way out. They're waiting for you outside. I'm not gonna let you drop here. No sign of the drone. Did it take another path? Doesn't matter. We know where it's going. We can catch it.
my engine? Definitely feels like it's my engine. I'm fine. I can still fly. My rudder's acting up. It's hard to keep level. I'm not getting much thrust, but I'll be okay. Uh-oh, that's quite the problem. It appears I can't get any more thrust. Drone is turning. It'll send its payload. Shoot it down, Trigger. That's right. We're going home. I thought of a way out of here. The space elevator. The windbreak is hollow, and there's no ceiling all the way up. Not sure if my bird can handle it, though. Fly! I know you can make it! I'll attempt a belly landing. Get out of here! Everyone's waiting for you! I wanted to wait until I had less fuel, but I have no choice. Attempting to land. I don't think my plane will make it. Anyway, here goes. Come on, baby, stay with me just a bit more. Drone is turning. It'll send its payload. Shoot it down, Trigger. It's down. Yeah, baby. I'm being serious here. That's right. We're going home. I thought of a way out of here. The space elevator. The windbreak is hollow, and there's no ceiling all the way up. Not sure if my bird can handle it, though. Fly! I know you can make it! I'll attempt a belly landing. Get out of here! Everyone's waiting for you! I wanted to wait until I had less fuel, but I have no choice. Attempting to land. I don't think my plane will make it. Anyway, here goes. Come on, baby, stay with me just a bit more.
Should we send in an evac team?
We can't give up. We have to wait.
Can you hear me? We're all waiting. The world of darkness needs a light to shine. We're waiting for that beacon of light.
Look, it's Trigger. Strider 1 has returned to radar.
They did it! That's our Trigger! He's a damn hero! No doubt. You're better than me.
Where's Strider 2? Damn it. Does anyone have eyes on Count?
Wish y'all could have seen that.
You damn fool. What's your position?
Watching Trigger climb. I guess it's my fate to watch from down below.
Yeah, well, we're all in the same boat there.
Yeah, well, I guess we are.
We're sending help. Give us your coordinates.
Directly under the space elevator. Elevation is minus 500 meters.
Minus? Hey, Trigger. You dumbass. Tell me something. What color's the sky up there?
We're on our way back from our 7-year mission to the asteroid belt. I can't tell you how proud I am to be the first to land at
Wait,
this
what was that
spaceport.
transmission?
This is Captain Kay Nagase of the spaceship Pilgrim 1. The ocean of stars in our galaxy is finally within our reach. To the pilot who generously gave this spaceship a place to dock, we are forever grateful. The universe lies ahead of us, waiting to be discovered. And now, at last, we have a gateway to ascend to it, over and over again.
It's all coming together for me. Today was the day, the moment of her return.
I salute the pilot who gave us all a future.
To skies unknown, the path to mankind's vast future remains standing, Granddad. The refugees built a settlement for themselves at the base of the space elevator. A humanitarian mission from Yuktovania airdropped some supplies for them again today. Thanks to the princess, the whole world was pitching in to help these people. Handing out the relief supplies would have been a perfect gig for that anarchist dude. But since he's dead now, the job went to the guy from Belka, George. I guess Tabloid got that new system he wanted in the end. Mihai's granddaughters are helping out too. Mihai. That cranky old geezer's here with us too.
I never wanted to create anything, and now here I am, clinging to life. Watching as my grandchildren and their generation make a new future for themselves and the world. Is this my punishment then? All I do is lie here, wasting away. I'll never know the freedom of flying the open skies ever again. I've been grounded, and my wings have been clipped.
You know what having peace in the world means? It's being able to die in your own bed at a ripe old age. Peace is what those girls are working so hard for here. We got a bunch more refugees today. And the princess? She's looking to the stars. Dark blue, to the heavens and beyond.
Can you hear me?
Tu te souviens de nos fleurs préférées qui chantaient tout près de nous, du jour de ta déclaration d'amour.